You're going to have to bear with me. This video is probably going to be all over the place, but I'm more than mad. I'm furious. So I'll start off like this. Follow me? My bad. We're going to prove a point. I'm trying to prove a point. This is the work that you put in on Into the Arena. This is the work you put in. The reason why I'm frustrated is because people are getting too big for their britches. I've been dealing with a lot of questions. People have been asking me, for example, people have been asking, hold on 1 minute. Why did you leave? Why did you start your own channel? And I've been being really humble about it. You know, I gave little hints, but I said, you know what? Nah, it's not everybody's business. But here's what frustrated me, or why I'm so upset right now. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough. Ugh, excuse me. I know, man, I'm cheating drinking this Pepsi. I know. Gotta stay away from the sugary drinks. But listen, man. I got a phone call from a friend, somewhat mutual friend. I got a friend who watches his boxing videos over there. And he said, yeah, I was watching his Pacquiao video. Then I went to show my girl the video that you did that had 900,000 views. And it was gone. So, what I'm saying is, over on the channel I used to be with, he has a video. The #1 video on that channel right now has about 270,000 views, something like that, around that number. Before, last week, 2 weeks ago, there was another video up there, the #1 video on the channel that had something like 898,000 views or something like that. And what he decided to do was take my video down from a channel that I built and put his video up there to be a fraud, and make his #1. Let's talk common sense. I've got many videos over there, well over 20,000, well over 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, many videos with 100,000 plus views. Is because I put my heart and my soul into that channel. It was therapeutic. Why did I leave? It's because I saw that the motivation for that channel was money. I was lied to right to my face. No apology, no nothing. Looking back at it since I've been sober, it looks like to me that he was trying to keep me in a certain place. So I guess it started about 10 months ago or so. You know, I was out of rehab for about 6 months at that point in time, something like that. So, you know, that's when my thinking started getting back to, you know, to what it should be. You know, they call it wet brain because I was partying and drinking so much that your thought process is messed up for a minute. So I get myself together and I start realizing certain shit. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. Was this shit going on when I was drunk because I didn't really give a fuck? And now it's just like, wait a minute. Who do you think you fucking with? And for you to know that you're in the wrong, for you to do some shit like that, it's like you're testing me. You're testing me. So that makes me feel as though you do not respect me, and that makes me feel as though I have to take it to another level. Because I've been the one that had to take the high road. Right now, I'm the one who has, 9,300 subscribers in like 4 months. People don't look at shit like that and don't look at the fact that, oh, he's one of the fastest growing channels and probably the fastest growing boxing channel ever. People don't look at shit like that. I work my ass off. So this little piece right here, listen, my views, let's talk real shit. Because before I used to be that whole, there's no iron team and all that type of stuff. When I would see the comments, people saying you should go on your own and man, they holding you back and all kind of shit like that. 80%, this is probably like, yeah, that's about 80%. This is 20% right here. This is what was being produced during the high time. Let me tell you some real shit. I got out of rehab on August the 29th, 2013. At that point in time, we had a little bit over 8,000 subscribers. I think it was 8,800. By July, when I left, August the 1st, within 11 months, 28,000 subscribers. Because I made the decision that, listen, if I'm going to keep doing this shit, ain't nobody going to take me seriously if I'm up here drinking and drunk and everything. Just last month, I was able to go to the first fight as a member of the media in my life, like right there to the point where I could have walked up and literally been seen on HBO if people would have looked. Because I'm taking this shit serious. So when I found that, I'm not going to be no boxer. I can't be no boxing promoter with this channel. I couldn't. Because when you got somebody coming at me talking about, if you go do that, I want a certain percentage. So I'm thinking to myself, I've known this man 20 years. He's talking to me about paying him percentages of what? So listen to me. It was some crazy shit going on. And I'm sitting back and listening thinking like, okay, all right, do he think I'm like autistic or something? And I think that's how really people be thinking about me because I be so observant and I just be listening. The motherfucker told me that we was only making 30% of the money from YouTube. To my face. To my face. This is the time where I'm going to tell you right here, he's going to do some bitch ass shit probably and start making all these videos, and trying to bash my character and all that. Fuck you. Business is a dirty, like it's dirty, man. You can't trust nobody, especially when you put it this way. I'm following a fucking dream. And this is just, So, I got friends, and, females I'm dealing with, like, well, what's the end game to this? What are you going to be doing? I say, well, like the goal is to get up a big enough fan base, a foundation. So then when I go in front of the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission, they'll have a reason to grant me my license, my promoter's license. So you can get a promoter's license, but they're going to want to know what you can do for the sport. I'm going to say, look, we got this large fan base, we got no interviews, no nothing, 28,000 subscribers. If you look, it just seems as though, and it's what I was getting from it, that it was being portrayed to me like I couldn't do the shit on my own. So, it used to be like, just like when I was talking about the situation with the trust fund I was involved with, the situation with that. Like, you got to sit there and sitting there and listen to people and, you think like, yo, are they really serious? Like, are they really saying some shit like that to me? So, let's say this. I knew I was going to leave back in November. Let me tell you some real shit. Do you know I didn't make no money off of YouTube until, I think January, February this year? You know why? Because I told him, I said, I don't need the money. I just want to know that it's there. So then big money started coming in around the time of Mayweather versus Canelo, and then definitely around the time of Broner versus Madonna at that time. Real money started coming in. So I'm seeing the money. I'm seeing the shit coming in. So I'm like, all right, my name ain't on nothing, all the checks and everything go to him. I'm thinking that some of it, I'm like, all right, well, I know, he probably will take some of it. I have no problem with that. I'm thinking that it's going into an account somewhere. Me being a person that I used to be, trusting people and shit, no matter how long you know them. Come to find out, man. Right now, as it stands, my videos are still generating money over there. And for you to do some shit like that, to take my #1 video down, so now I can't tell people, yeah, I had a video that had almost 900,000 views. For you to take that away from me and think that I'm going to allow you to keep making money off of my videos, listen. Attack my YouTube channel all you want. I dare you. I have more connections than you ever thought that I would ever have. And I was telling you this shit. I used to tell him before I left, like months, I'd be like, listen, well, I'm gaining some powerful connections. People just, oh, yada, 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 I can go do this and do that and do this. Even now, I'm not at my fullest potential because I'm working in the rest because of what's going on outside of my personal life. But for him to do some shit like that now, for what? Some views? For what? What, insecurity? I could have been like, you know what, take all my videos there. You know how hard of a task that would be for him to have to go through all those videos and just take, like, click, private. I can easily say right now, I want all my videos private or I'll have them taken down. I can say that. I can do that. But once again, it's up to you to continue to doubt my intelligence. I used to talk to this man every day at one point in time. I've listened to everything you've told me. I processed it. And I always knew what was going on. You know why I get to do this? Because this costs, I believe, like $600, something like that. But my hard-earned money paid for this. Just like the camera. Just like probably everything over there. Oh, this is nice plastic. I'm just like the balls. The balls. And listen, I'm not even telling. This is the piece of iceberg that's under the water. This is not even the tip of the iceberg. There's so much shit. Yeah, pussy. Get. Sometimes I just don't. I don't get mad about the things I should get mad about. But when it comes to stuff like this, it's like it's just disrespect. It's disrespect. And it just makes me think like, yo, and then another thing, when it comes to the subscriber count over on that channel, I believe it was like 2 days after I left, like 7,100 people left. 7,100 people clicked a button, said unsubscribe. Like, no, we all going. Then more started leaving. Right now, you can't see how many subscribers on that channel because why? He's too embarrassed, and he's trying to get them back up by why? Using the formula that was naturally me at that time by having the alcohol, being a Pacquiao fan, bashing Mayweather, when really that's not even how he feels. The reason why I was able to do these videos so effortlessly is because I remember telling him the only way I'll be able to come on YouTube is if I'm able to be myself. I'm just so mad. So I say this, listen, most likely at this point in time, you're probably going to see him putting out videos. And it's not going to be it's going to be from like these fucking ghost accounts and shit. Different videos, different information on me. But realistically, he knows that shit is not going to bother me. I have no problem. Like, I come up here and talk about that shit. Like, I used to be in a bad way, man. After I got out of rehab, I was like, literally, like, I isolated myself. I was going through some tremendous problems. And to think that somebody is, like, taking advantage of me, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And I've been putting up with it. And I've been being real humble for quite some time, ever since the situation happened. And then this is the respect I give you. Take down my video that's generated you money, and you're still making money off of my videos. And I'm not getting paid for it. And I've been allowing that. Even, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I guess you can say you owe me an apology. If I do not get that apology, if this channel gets shut down, I'll start another one. And then I'll tell more of the truth. If that channel gets shut down, I'll start another one. If you decide to sue me, okay, I'm going to ride it out. I'm not going to let you win this. I said I made the decision just when it came to the trust fund people, just when it came to that stalker bitch. I'm not losing no more.